keeping the heartbeat of the city healthy with health tips and benefits from real doctors in the area. This is Health Help.
Welcome to Health Help. I'm Jim Perkins with Wellmont's Diabetes Treatment Center. And today we're going to talk about Wellmont's Diabetes Treatment Center. You ask yourself, why do I need education if I have diabetes? Well, we've talked about how severe diabetes is, the long-term complications of diabetes, and if you embrace it and learn to make behavior change and make a few changes in your life, you can learn to live with your diabetes. And that's why you need education. Education helps us learn to live with diabetes. We're in an age where everything is rapid gratification. People that get diagnosed with diabetes often look at the doctor and say, can't you give me a pill? And it's a pill will take care of everything. And that's not always the case. One of the things that we try to get across in education is the fact that if you follow a few simple principles and embrace your disease and make those changes, you can sometimes eliminate the need for medication. And that's what we all want. We don't want to be taking pills day in and day out. Insulin's another thing. If you're to the point of needing insulin, that is something you have to have, especially if you have type 1 diabetes. So, you're diagnosed with diabetes, what do? The physician sends a referral to Wellmont's Diabetes Treatment Center and we call you. We say your physician has referred you for diabetes education, and the reason this education is important is because we have what's called a self-management program. We're going to teach you how to manage that diabetes with the help of your physician and your caregivers. We have an ADA recognized program, which is American Diabetes Association recognition. We're one of the few ADA recognized programs in the state, and we have been that way for almost 20 years. So in education, we break it down into learning about diabetes. You have to learn about the disease process, what the disease does to you, and why you need to make these changes. We teach you about behavior change, how to make changes in your life, the steps you have to go through. As with anything, diabetes and diabetes care is about small steps and small changes. We then teach you about nutrition, which is a very, very important aspect of diabetes care. And then we teach you about fitness and activity level. We don't like to say the word exercise, and we'll be talking about that later, because exercise sometimes has a bad connotation with a lot of folks. We want to talk about staying active, staying fit. If your blood sugar goes up, a couple of quick trips around the house, a couple of laps around a track, or even if you're at work and you have a 4-story building, walking steps will help reduce that blood sugar level. Those are things that you find out about in education. But most importantly, you're not in this alone. You have the caregivers at Wellmont's Diabetes Treatment Center, you have your physician, and you have people that you're in that class with to say, I am one of many that have this disease and I'm going to learn to live with it. Self-management is so important. I want to also talk about one small step. If you have diabetes and you need to make changes in your diet, and we'll talk about proper nutrition later, but it doesn't mean you have to give everything up in your life. Do you have to give up sugar? No. Do you have to give up eating the breads you want? No. What do you have to do? You have to do that in moderation. You have to understand that if you eat this particular item, such as a piece of pie, you might have to give something else up. But more importantly, we can have a piece of pie, just make it a small piece of pie. Change your recipes. If you have a recipe you like, figure out ways to make that diabetes friendly, whether it is eliminating the butter when you're sauteing something and saute it with a little bit of water, to using more spices to compensate for what is perceived lack of taste when you eliminate butter. Is it getting lean cuts of meat? It is using less sodium. It's using fresh vegetables instead of canned. Little things like that go a long way. And keep this in mind too, I think we're in the soft drink capital of the world here in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Sometimes by eliminating soft drinks, sugared beverages, you can lose enough weight to make a dramatic difference in your blood sugar level. So again, small steps, small changes. The most important thing if you have type 2 diabetes is getting proper education. This is Jim Perkins talking diabetes.